meet some of them.
咁我哋嚟認識下呢啲嘅女牧師好嘛？
First one is Mary of Jerusalem.
第一位就係瑪利亞，耶路撒冷嘅瑪利亞，
Mary was the mother of John Mark.
係約翰馬可嘅媽媽，
We know she was a relative of Barnabas.
係巴拿巴嘅親戚。
She lived in Jerusalem.
佢係住喺耶路撒冷嘅，
Because it's called her house, her husband was probably dead.
因為咧叫瑪利亞嘅屋企咧，咁所以咧好可能就係佢先生已經過咗身㗎啦。
We know from other historical records that they came from Alexandria, Egypt. They were Jews, dispersed Jews, who moved to Jerusalem.
咁樣咧喺其他嘅學者考究當中咧，就認為咧呢個瑪利亞咧喺佢哋原本咧係居住喺埃及嘅亞歷山大嘅，只不過係後來遷移到嚟耶路撒冷嘅。
It was her house which contained the upper room,
就係佢哋嘅屋企咧有稱為上房嘅，
which was the location of the first church in Jerusalem.
呢個就係教會嘅第一世紀嘅第一間教會嘅聚會地方啦。
The upper room is where Jesus had the Last Supper.
呢個嘅上房就係耶穌嚟到去第一次聖餐舉行聖餐禮嘅地方。
The upper room is where the church prayed for the Holy Spirit.
上房亦都係門徒所在啊！首批嘅門徒聚集喺嗰度嚟到祈禱等候聖靈嘅地方。
The upper room is where the early church was praying for Peter's release when he was in prison.
呢間上房，信徒都係喺呢間上房裏面為彼得嚟到祈禱。記唔記得彼得被囚禁喺監獄嘅時候，全部嘅信徒都聚集喺上房嗰度為彼得得到自由嚟到祈禱。
And because the church prayed, God did a miracle.
咁因為弟兄姊妹嘅祈禱、信徒嘅祈禱，彼得就經歷咗神蹟啦。
Peter came out of prison and knocked on the door.
彼得出監之後咧，就即刻嚟到上房就敲門啦。
Of Mary's house.
呢個就係瑪利亞嘅屋企啊。
Who came to answer the door?
邊個出嚟應門啊
Rhoda!
一個稱為羅大嘅一個使女出嚟應門。
Yay, Rhoda.
Yes， 羅大。
It was this house. It was this house.
就係呢間屋啦。
When the Jews, when the Romans came and destroyed Jerusalem,
當羅馬軍入侵耶路撒冷，拆毀咗呢間屋，
the Christians fled.
嗰啲嘅信徒都四散。
Jesus had told them, when the Romans surround the city, flee to the hills.
咁啊，你記得咧？耶穌都講過啦，當有大軍嚟嘅時候，你哋就要逃上山上啊嘛。
So they did.
咁佢哋真係聽耶穌話啦。
We know the city they fled to in Jordan.
我哋知道佢哋逃上山咧，就喺約旦嘅山上。
And then after the war,
戰爭過後，
they came back
佢哋就翻嚟啦。
and they rebuilt the house there so they could have their church.
咁佢哋咧又重建佢哋嘅居室嚟到成為教會。
Since the beginning of the New Testament, that place, that site has been a church.
從一開始，佢呢個嘅地方上流呢個嘅地方呢間屋就已經係成為教會啦。
It was destroyed and rebuilt.
佢哋係不斷嘅被拆毀，然後又再重建，又再拆，又再重建。
When the Crusaders came to fight against the Muslims,
當十字軍東征嚟到同回教徒嚟到爭戰嘅時候，
they rebuilt that place.
又再重建呢個嘅地方。
So if you go to Jerusalem today,
如果今日你去到耶路撒冷，
and you sing or have a church service in the upper room,
如果你喺呢個上流嘅地方嚟到唱歌，
that church is built on top of Mary's house.
呢間嘅屋咧就係建喺瑪利亞嘅個原底嘅樓房上邊。
It's not the original house.
當然就唔係第一世紀嗰間屋啦，而係佢喺佢嘅地基之上再起嘅。
Now, Mary probably wasn't the pastor of that church because the apostles probably pastored that church.
嗱，好可能咧就嗰個嘅上樓咧就唔係瑪利亞嚟到去做牧養嘅工作。
But after the persecution and they all left, then maybe she did because the congregation stayed.
一開始嘅時候應該就係由使徒嚟到去牧養呢個嘅上流呢個嘅群體，但係當逼迫嚟到，大家都分散，因為信徒都係住嗰度噶嘛，所以當戰爭過後，信徒再聚集嘅時候，咁就好可能係由瑪利亞咧嚟到擔當呢個牧養嘅職責啦。
Another exciting one is Lydia and her house in Philippi.
跟住要介紹嘅就係腓立比嘅呂底亞。
She was the first convert in Europe, in West.
呂底亞就係整個歐洲第一位信徒。
She was a businesswoman.
佢係
purple.
生意人。
She was from Thyatira, so she was not a local person. She was like an expatriate.
你知道呂底亞唔係本土人，佢係外地嚟嘅。
She was a Gentile, but she was seeking for God.
佢係一個外邦人，但係佢係尋求主
So she
嘅。
met down at the river with the other Jewish women who were seeking for God.
所以咧，佢會同嗰班嘅猶太婦女喺河邊嚟到一齊聚集。
There was no synagogue in Philippi.
嗰個腓立比當時係冇會堂㗎。
When Paul preaches to her and she receives Christ,
當保羅向佢傳福音嘅時候，佢即刻信主啦。
what did she say to Paul?
佢同保羅講乜嘢啊？
Anyone remember?
有冇人記得啊？
Yes. Come stay at my house. If you really believe I am a Christian, come stay at my house.
佢話：
Exactly.
如果你真係認為我係信主嘅，請你嚟我屋企。
And he did.
咁保羅真係去啦。
And that was the beginning of a church.
呢個就成為教會嘅第一步啦。
Later, Paul writes a whole letter to this church.
然後之後，保羅寫信俾呢間嘅教會，腓立比教會，
It's his warmest letter.
係最温暖人心嘅一封信。
The whole thing is full of thanks
全部都係因着信心。
to this congregation, probably pastored by Lydia.
咁好可能咧，腓立比教會嘅牧師就係呂底亞啦。
In the city of Corinth, Paul talks about divisions in the church.
喺哥林多教會咧，保羅嘅書信當中，佢提到教會有分裂。
There probably were at least 4 congregations meeting in house churches in Corinth.
喺教會裏邊咧，起碼分咗4派啦。
Some of them followed Paul.
有啲人跟彼得，有啲人跟保羅。
Some Cephas,
基法即係保羅，彼得。
Some of them followed Apollos.
咁亞波羅，有啲人跟亞波羅。
Some said, "Oh, we follow Christ."
有啲人就話我跟基督嘅。
So it was kind of divisions.
所以佢哋當中都好分黨分派。
Maybe 4 different house churches.
或者係4個不同嘅家庭教會。
Because we know from 1 Corinthians that Erastus, a very rich man, also hosted a congregation.
我哋知道喺哥林多書裏邊，我哋都知道有一個嘅家主，佢有一間大屋，佢牧養佢哋嘅教會。
Erastus was so rich, he was the city treasurer of Corinth.
佢係好富有嘅，亦都係牧養哥林多教會。
At his own expense, he paved the road all the way to the port out of marble.
咁佢甚至起條路咧，全條路都係用雲石起嘅路啊！
You can go to the archaeology site of Corinth today
你今日咧，如果你去到哥林多
and see that inscription.
你就會見到嗰個刻住佢個名牌啊，一
It
個名
says,
牌。
"I, Erastus, at my own expense, paved this street."
佢有個人 Erastus 就係起呢條路嘅，佢好有錢就起咗呢
He's
條
a
路。
member of the congregation in Corinth mentioned in the Bible. So it's very possible he pastored one of these congregations.
咁好可能咧，就係由佢嚟到牧養呢間
But
教會。
another woman in Corinth is named Chloe.
咁而喺哥林多咧，另外有位嘅婦女叫做格萊士。
And Paul actually wrote the epistle, the first epistle to the Corinthians, in response to her message to him.
保羅寫哥林多前書，即係第一封信嘅時候，其實就係回應格萊士嘅信嘅。
This woman had a household.
格萊士咧，亦都係有好多嘅家人嘅。
and sent members of her household across the continent to where Paul was.
甚至亦都同阿保羅咧有聯繫。
So as the leader of a household and a spiritual leader, she was probably one of these pastors too.
咁好可能咧，格萊士都係哥林多教會嘅一個嘅牧者。
Another very wonderful woman was Phoebe.
咁另一位咧就係菲比啦。
Phoebe was the leader of the church in Cenchrea.
菲比就係堅格里教會嘅牧者嚟嘅。
And Cenchrea was Corinth's western port city.
堅格里咧就係哥林多西面港口嘅一個城市。
When Paul sent his letter to the Romans, he had never been to Rome before.
當保羅寫信去俾羅馬教會嘅時候，其實保羅從未踏足過羅馬。
So he picked someone he respected very much to carry the letter to Rome.
所以咧，保羅咧就請人咧要請一個好親信即係好信任得過嘅人咧，就將嗰封信咧帶去羅馬嘅。
To read the letter to the congregation on his behalf.
就代表保羅咧喺會眾面前咧就係讀嗰封信。
And to prepare that city for his coming.
然後咧就預備會眾咧就係準備保羅要嚟啦。
Who did he pick?
邊個保羅揀咗邊位啊？
He picked Phoebe.
保羅就揀咗菲比啦。
As a very important honor.
哇！一個係好重要嘅、好尊貴嘅一位人物啦。
Romans 16 calls her the servant or minister of the church of Cenchrea.
佢就係堅格里教會嘅僕人同傳道啊。
The word in Greek for this diakonos, when it is in the plural, we translate deacons.
呢個字咧喺希臘文咧，亦都可以翻譯為執事嘅。
When it's a whole group of people serving the church as a collective team,
當一
then we
班
translate
人
it deacons.
一班人佢哋要服侍人嘅時候咧，服侍者咧亦都被翻譯成為執事嘅意思。
But in all the situations in the New Testament where we have it singular, there is one of these, we translate it minister.
咁樣咧喺新約聖經裏邊單數嘅可以翻譯為傳道啊。
Paul is called a minister.
保羅
Timothy is called a minister.
保羅被稱為一個嘅侍奉者係單數嘅，提
Jesus
摩
is
太
called
都
a
係，
minister.
耶穌都係，
And that's what Phoebe was.
而菲比都係被稱為侍奉者，即係執事，
Minister of the church of Cenchrea.
就係堅格里嘅執事，亦都係侍奉者。
The Domus also was a very important house of Priscilla and Aquila.
咁樣新約家庭教會當中咧，好出名嘅一對夫婦就係百基拉同亞居拉。
Priscilla and Aquila lived in several cities.
呢對夫婦咧，佢哋住過不同嘅地方城市。
And Paul tells how they hosted a church in every city they lived in, Corinth, Ephesus, and their home in Rome.
佢哋咧曾經牧養主持家庭教會嘅喺哥林多又有啦，以弗所又有啦，羅馬啦，都係保羅提過佢哋曾經服侍嘅地方。
They originally lived in Rome.
佢哋最初係居住喺羅馬，
But there was a problem, and all the Jews were kicked out of Rome.
咁因為政治嘅原因咧，所有猶太人咧都被逼嚟到遷離呢個羅馬。
Later, a different emperor let the Jews come back.
咁後期另一位嘅羅馬皇帝咧又准許猶太人翻嚟，所以佢哋又翻去。
6 times the Bible talks about Priscilla and Aquila, this Christian couple.
聖經有6次咁多咧提到呢對夫婦㗎。
Paul in his letters, Luke in Acts.
保羅喺佢嘅書信裏邊提到呢對夫婦，而路加喺使徒行傳亦都提到呢對夫婦。
The first time Paul mentions the couple,
保羅第一次提到呢對夫婦咧，
and the first time Luke mentions the couple,
咁路加亦都第一次提到呢對夫婦。
they call them Mr. Aquila and Mrs. Priscilla.
咁佢係叫亞居拉先生同埋百基拉女士。
But after the first time, they always call them Mrs. Priscilla and Mr. Aquila. They mention the woman first.
除咗第一次稱呼先生太太 嗰個次序咧？咁除咗第一次之外，其後每一次都係叫太太先，然後先叫先生。
Because Luke and Paul both recognize her as the spiritual leader, probably the pastor of the church.
咁好可能咧，保羅同路加都意識到咧，真正邊個話事咧，邊個真係能夠牧養教會咧，就係嗰位姊妹百基拉啦。
And yet, Paul or Luke do not say anything bad about Aquila. It's not bad if the wife was the spiritual pastor. It's not bad at all. It's just God's calling on her, God's calling on him.
我哋要注意喎，保羅同埋路加佢哋記載呢對夫婦咧，佢哋從來唔係即係如果話點解嗰個太太會做咗領袖啊？做咩你壓過你個老公啊？咁樣佢如果係有唔適當嘅地方，保羅或者路加一定會提啊，係咪？但係聖經從來冇咁樣講啊。
Seems like a small detail, but there's a big lesson in it.
但係雖然咧係咁微小一件事，但我哋係咪都